And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK Show. And this is going to be episode 501. Or, as I should say, episode 501. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK Show, we are going to be doing a comic book review on Absolute Batman, issue 15. And I can finally say we are on a new era of the MSK Show, onwards to episode 1000. You know,
Spectacular MSK.
Yep. WZ says I'm literally just called Absolute MSK at this point. Those are the only titles we've currently reviewed on this channel. But as you guys know, we're gonna get to other stuff eventually. It's just Absolute Batman. I just really like Absolute Batman. So
I thought Absolute Batman sucked, and I thought the Absolute books all suck.
You know, I mean, hey, some guy told me because Absolute Green Lantern is the lowest selling book. I was like, all right.
Absolute Green Lantern?
Absolute Green Lantern isn't that, people that said that's like the lowest selling one. I'm
out of the Absolutes, but it still sells good, so who cares?
Yeah, I mean, one could argue.
I like Absolute Green Lantern.
Yeah,
I like the regular Green Lantern better because Kyle's back. But I mean, Absolute Green Lantern's got a cool idea behind it. Like, it's not bad. I look at it as it's using the Green Lanterns that you don't really care about. So I mean, like, that's a good thing. Like, you're getting more exposure to the other ones that they create because for some reason Earth needs 70 Green Lanterns.
Well, also people got to factor in when you have like the Absolute line that's crushing it right now for DC Comics. This is probably one of the only few instances you could probably get away with this concept with the Green Lantern when you're having a line this popular. Like, I imagine if you try to do this in like the mainline continuity, those kind of books wouldn't sell very well. So you use it in the Absolute line.
You would have to have like Jordan or Kyle Rayner, or you'd have to have one of them. And I don't want to see Animal anymore, or I don't want to see that. But I mean,
because I was going to ask you, from what I've read about Jimmy Adams' Green Lantern run, Hal Jordan is not the main guy right now. They're having Kyle Rayner take over.
Kyle Rayner. Yes, I'm very happy about that.
Okay.
I'm a Kyle Rayner guy. Like, I grew up, but my major era of reading Green Lantern was Kyle Rayner.
Yes, yeah, I remember you said that.
Like, me and Savage Dad have a very soft spot for Kyle Rayner.
Kyle Rayner's a cool ass Green Lantern. Like, I don't know that much about him. I know a little bit about him. He's a cool Green Lantern. His
origin is he was just fucked over from day one.
It's the guy. It's the frigid Green Lantern where his girlfriend was thrown in that fridge. I remember. Yeah. Fucking so fucked. The birth of Gail Simone came out of that too.
There's even worse stuff. I mean, not worse, but there's more stuff bad that happens. Like, he goes to this planet because his ring was stolen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was taken by another Green Lantern that, like, when the powers were all taken, they were abandoned there. And she was so like distraught that she thought she could use that ring, but Kyle's ring is very special. It only works for him. And like, she was like, I just wanted to be able to, do, and he's feeling really bad, right? And as he's got the ring back, she walks off the thing. The next panel, you just hear bang, and she kills herself. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, it's like his origin story is just bananas.
So, Kyle Rayner's your favorite, and how would you rank the rest of them? So, Hal, John, Guy Gardner.
So, John Stewart's cool because I liked him in the cartoon a lot better than I did in the comics.
So correct me if I'm wrong. His first appearance is the Time Traveling Heroes book, right?
It might be, dude. I can't remember what his first appearance would be, but Guy Gardner has some really cool things about, like, Guy Gardner is one of those characters. It's like you hate him or you love him. Right, and
or you hate to love him, or you love to hate him.
I'm kind of, I guess. I would say I would think that I'm like a little bit indifferent because I don't hate or love him. But I will say this: Guy Gardner is definitely someone you want on your side because when he has to, he's got it where it counts. Like, he's not one to run away from stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty cool. Like, they've done a lot of stuff with Guy Gardner where I didn't like when he wasn't a Green Lantern and he had all these other powers and it was kind of stupid, but yeah, I like Hal Jordan, but I don't like the God complex that because so many writers grew up with Hal, right? So, and when it was real popular, so they always write him in this like holier than thou stuff, like the Johns run. I love the Johns run, right?
That's usually regarded as the best Hal Jordan run ever by a lot of people.
But you can tell he has a giant boner for Hal Jordan.
I will say that is the charm of Jeff Johns' stories, though. You can tell he really loves the characters he's writing.
He loves the Silver Age,
and he gives them everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a Silver Age guy for sure. His JSA run is phenomenal, man. Like that's a great like. I like it a lot. I actually.
Did you ever read any of his Stargirl stuff? Did he do anything? Did he do anything on Stargirl? Yeah, I forgot. He paired Stargirl because of his daughter or sister.
Like
the
Lost Children. Arc, a couple of other things. I can't remember everything. Like that's the thing. I can't remember everything off the top of my head.
What? You're not an encyclopedia? What the heck?
No.
You're reviewing comics again? Well, technically, we never stopped. We only kind of stopped for a brief period because I was waiting for my new packages to come in. Because you guys know I have to wait for them to come in so I can get new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you were reviewing stuff with other people. It's just nobody cares about that. So
that stuff I already had, though.
I know, but I'm just saying, like you never stopped reviewing comics. You just stopped having good people on. That's all.
Oh, damn, he's just throwing shade now. Holy shit, I like it. Finally getting into my trash talking. Oh, gosh. I can't believe comic book reviews are back. They never went away. But you can say they're black. No. Good Lord. I'm not a comedian, actually. That's only because you have a chair and some furniture.
No, see, that's not actually a chair, you see. He stole a satellite dish and put some cushions in there, and he calls it a chair. You could see, like, it's actually, he took someone's satellite dish, a Prime Star, and put it on the bottom of one of those little outdoor fire pits, the metal ones. Like, that's what the base is right there.
Dude, I love that chair.
With MSK Wisdom. And
anytime I sit in that thing.
The fucking TV's on the wall. How dare you?
Anytime I sit in that thing to read a comic book, I almost fall asleep. Not because the writing is bad or anything like that. That thing makes me want to fall asleep. That's like a coma in that thing. That's like, I don't know what crack he placed in that or spell he put on that thing. But I'm just like in love when I'm laying down in it. But
it's all the radio frequencies you're getting from other people's cable. Being that it's a Prime Star dish.
I'm not. Are you saying like I'm on some sort of watchtower? I have like just everyone communicating with me.
No, I'm saying you stole someone's satellite dish, and it's
oh
you're
God,
sleeping inside there.
No, the TV is up. I didn't really want it. So the way it's angled, I didn't really want it.
Yeah, he opened the TV. He freaking put it up on the wall.
Yeah, it's actually on the TV stand over there. I'm looking at it right now.
I forgot a TV stand because what was it about the wall hanging?
Oh, I'm on that. Okay, so if I were to, okay, how does it? So like the wall mount is on a different side of the room.
Right.
So he would have had to unscrew it from there.
You said but you also said that wall mounts are gay.
Yeah, I personally really don't care for them all that much, though. I prefer if my stuff just on a stand, because like, if I'm like playing a video game, I have to fucking tilt my neck up like this. But it's on a stand, I'm just looking straight through. Because I wanted my TV where my wife is at, next to me. I'm just happy Wally West is back as the Flash, and the main line as well. I don't know if it's any good, though. Yeah, Wally West and Kyle Rayner are the current main Green Lantern and Flashes right now.
Good.
Bottom weight. I've got to know. Yeah, I did a phone live stream opening up a TV, actually. It was fun. I learned how to screw something in. Someone say that they should hire me at Home Depot, actually.
No, they don't. Nobody said that.
I could be a handyman. I could come to your house right now and fix your dryer.
That's the problem. You come in and then you just like, we want to hear something that actually happened. Then you just pepper it with lies. like someone said hi to you on the street. Someone said you did a good job at something. Come on, dude. Nobody believes any of these things.
Yesterday at my second job, my second day official, they were calling me sir. They loved me. The way different atmosphere than my first job, but good Lord, the atmosphere is so cool there. I have a black boss now. Like, it's cool.
You have a boss?
I have some male bosses now.
You got a boss? Dude, that's crazy.
Black boss. And what's crazy is I've known that guy since I've known that guy since I was young. It was crazy to see him all grown up and being a manager. That's That's cool. People actually grow up. I was like, a black guy being successful? Don't see a lot of that in this world.
That's so. Wait, rewind for a second. You're like, oh, I've known that guy since I was little. It's so crazy to see him all grown up and manager.
Yeah. Oh, God. Dude, yesterday, okay, I have to tell you the story. So, at my second job, there's this lady, I'm not gonna say her name. She's like a MILF, I could tell. She got that MILF status to her a little bit, you know? So,
her name's Roy, by the way.
I definitely don't think that. So, you've worked these kind of jobs before. Do you know how you open some things and you pick out the stuff and you throw it back in with your hands? So, what I had said was that. So she had me do it when it wasn't really that busy. So
why don't you say what busy. You were actually doing? Because that doesn't make it. Open some stuff, pick it out, and throw it back in. What? To what? Pick one out of what?
I'm just picking your dingleberry. Yeah, I'm picking your dingleberries and shoving them in my mouth.
I just don't know what you're saying.
Why are you yelling at me? God damn.
Because you make no sense.
Oh, God. So
we're about 11 minutes in, and you've lied 11 times, and you're not even making sense.
So essentially, I had to grab food that falls into this basket, to essentially this line, and you throw it back in. It's really not. It's basically how you make, you know how you do it for pizza places.
Okay.
You know, the
I got you.
And then I had told some of the people, man, this reminds me of picking cotton. And then she says, huh, you got a lot of experience with that? I was like, fuck. I was like, God damn.
Is she black?
She's white.
You should have been like, bitch, please.
Oh, God. Every time she stared at me, it felt like she was staring into my soul, actually. I was like, God damn.
Someone's got a bloner.
No. I do not look at coworkers like that. I'm a professional.
You just said she was a MILF.
Yeah, she said she was 40. Sure didn't look like it, but she was like, oh, if you take care of yourself and it'll be good. I'm like, well, you look great for your age if you're telling me the truth. And she was like, oh, thank you. You know, obviously.
Did you tell her you were also in your 30s? And she was like, what happened?
She's how old are you? I'm 31. She was like, oh, that's good.
That's good?
That's always good. White women do that. That's just their thing.
Good to someone's age. I'm 22. That's great.
No, dude. What? You know, like you go to the store and you see like some people that kind of know of you, and they're always like, "Hey, your son is like 7." Yeah, you haven't seen him in 7 years. Do you think he just would stop growing? What the fuck?
So I do run into people that I went to middle school, right? Like if I'm going to pick up my medication or if I go to the grocery store. And since my wife didn't like grow up here or anything like that, it's always kind of funny because they'll be staring at me and they'll be like, are you? And I'm like, nope. Don't even let them finish. I just go, nope. And I turn around and my wife's like, what's that? I was like, I don't remember their name, but I know that face.
I do the same thing too. Like if I don't want small talk when I'm going to the store, someone will be like, hey, I used to know your mom. And if it's like an older lady that knew her, then it's fine. But if it's like someone I knew from like school, I'm like, dude, we never liked each other. You didn't even care if I existed. Why the fuck are you talking to me? Like, it's one of those like, God damn. I'm not trying to go to the store and have like a whole diatribe when I'm next to the checkout station. I'm just trying to go home.
For me, it's more just I just don't want to talk to anybody. I don't really care if they're mean to me in school. Like that's personally, like everybody has their thing. I never really cared about the cliques in school because I just never showed up. So I didn't really, like whenever I went to 1 year of half of a year of high school. So like I knew right when I got there, I was like, I don't like this. So like I would get off the bus and just start walking.
Dude, like the cliques where I went to school, those cliques were formed when these kids were like 5-6 years old and like kindergarten and first grade. Like there was no way you were ever getting into those. And for the most part for school, I just kind of kept to myself most of the time. I would go to like the library and like research TV shows in my free time because I was just like, I really have a lot of friends, honestly.
I left school and smoked weed.
People did that too. I just
that's just what I did.
Smoke weed. Oh my God.
Marijuantis.
God. You like that Snoop Dogg song. Remember? So what, we smoke weed. Oh God. We're just having fun.
I'm just like the Snoop Dogg song.
Yeah, that is who you are. We don't care who sees.
You can tell by looking at me that I represent all the Snoopity Dog songs.
Like that. Remember that Family Guy skit or freaking back? What was it that they have in their show? I forget what it's called. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Is it skit?
Non-sequiturs.
Non sequiturs. Yeah, you remember like Charlie Brown when he came with a hooker to their reunion. It's like Snoopy's dead, guys. He's gone.
Snoopy's dead.
Yeah, everybody's like Snoopy's gone. God damn.
He's all tatted up.
Charlie Brown would not be the character I would peg to become a crackhead banging hookers. I don't really think.
Maybe, yeah. I could see it.
Or no, do you remember when Family Guy first started? They had that episode where they had like the cereal mascots, and man, peak Family Guy was so funny. They were all conspiracying like the fucking Legion of Doom if the other mascot was dead. Holy shit. God damn. Why would Tony the Tiger want another food mascot dead? That's a tiger.
So he can reign supreme as ultimate breakfast cereal.
He's like, their food. It's like, okay, I guess.
The champion of all breakfasts, Tony the Tiger.
Oh, God, man. But I will say, since you you're not really a horror movie guy. That's your wife, I remember.
Yeah, I don't care for horror movies.
Did you take her to go see Obsession?
No, she went. I didn't go.
Okay. Did she like it?
Probably. Dude, I'm not the guy to take the horror movie. I'll ruin it.
Okay.
I'll ruin it. I'll be like, this is so dumb.
I know there's Backrooms and Obsession. My friend James is obsessed with that guy and his movie. I was just like, I don't know. Like Backrooms, it looked kind of interesting, but I was like, I don't know if that would be my kind of thing. Like,
I can't get in the headspace of horror movies for some reason. Like, I don't know why. It's one of those things I just can't suspend my disbelief for, even though I do it with comic books. So it's like weird. I don't know why. I don't like hate on anybody for liking horror movies though. Like that, we all like the things that we like. It's just for some reason, I don't know, dude. They're just so weird. Like, we're gonna go watch a movie where the main subject is a person's killing everybody.
Sounds fun. Sign me up though.
Awesome.
Well, you did watch The Mandalorian and Grogu, so I guess without spoilers, give me your thoughts and opinions on that.
It sucked. There you go.
Rating, scale of 1 to 10.
3.
Good Lord, that's bad.
I didn't like it. I didn't care for it at all.
Okay. Did you think it was just like season 4 stitched together?
I never saw season. Was there season 3? The last thing I saw was it season 2 with Mark Hamill?
Mm-hmm.
That was the last thing I saw.
Okay, so you didn't see season 3. Okay.
I just thought it was so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was so dumb. Like I just like, you took one of the one character that was so interesting because we don't know about him, we don't know about his race, we don't know what, and then all of a sudden there's another one. It's just like,
what's the next movie? Let me see. Next movie coming up should be Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe is supposed to come out.
That looks fun.
I only saw the animated 2 seasons of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I really loved that as a kid.
The one on Cartoon Network?
I loved it.
Fun, man. That was great.
Yeah, that was really good. I had toys for that too. It was cool as fuck.
That had some really cool stuff to it as well. The comic books were pretty cool too.
I hope, because I know a lot of people are reporting the movie's probably going to bomb. Well, I'm not. See, that's one of the movies where I wouldn't be surprised if it did, though. That franchise hasn't been popular in a long time. It's been pretty much out of the...
Smith ruined a lot of stuff that people were excited for.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, oh, fucking hell. I think I watched like an episode of that, and I was like,
the first episode's not bad. It was just... Everything after that, it just became the Tila show. So, yeah.
Savage that. I'm going to see it this week when Vaughn is in town for the comic company. Oh, awesome. I mean, the trailer didn't look that bad. It's just like...
It looked great.
Yeah, it actually looked fine. I think the problem with this movie is that if this movie essentially it came out like 10, 12 years ago, I could see it doing pretty hard gangbusters. But like coming out now, and it might be a really fun, awesome movie though. It looks like it's going to be.
Depends though. If it depends on if it's that's the thing. It depends on if it's fun and just a good time. Then yes, I think people will go out and see it.
Word of mouth for this movie is going to be really,
right. I think people will go out and see it. Like like Mortal Kombat 2. Like
You watched that?
I did watch it.
Yeah, I remember I told you after I saw that the 2021 version, I was like, I'm not watching the sequel. I could give two shits. I'm good.
Well,
I hated that movie.
Okay, so like I liked the beginning of the 2021 or whatever it was. I liked the beginning. Right. The first 30 minutes was really good. When they introduced the new character, whatever his name is, I can't remember his name. I was just like, oh, Cole. That's right. I was like, why? And then the whole family dynamic. I was just like, what the? So then in the second one, right? It's all Johnny Cage, right? So when you finally see Cole, okay, he's already been in training forever, right? And then Shao Kahn just kills him.
I read that. I was
so
like,
there's no like, well, it's like, thank God, but here's the problem. You just basically wasted the whole movie. Like there's no resolution with his family. There's no resolution with any of the other things. Like nothing. There's absolutely nothing. He just dies. So it's like, I understand you're trying to fix your mistakes, but you can't do that in the middle of the second movie. Like you have to go with it. Yeah. Like it's so stupid.
Well, dude, you know me. I did not like that 2021 version.
So no, I didn't either. I didn't think it was that.
It's
great.
Pretty bad.
I liked the beginning, the whole Scorpion Sub-Zero thing, because I'm a Hero Sonata fan.
I understood.
I thought he did really good, but
yeah.
The fatalities are there. All the stuff is there, but I'll even say, like, people were praising the action. I thought it looked weird and slow.
That was in the first one too. It was all shaky cam, all jumping up and down.
Like constantly. This was fine. It just didn't look right. I don't and Kyle Urban or whatever his name is, he wasn't the right guy to play Johnny Cage. And the acting, I never harp on acting. You never hear me say that. You always hear me say, I just say it's always just as long as it's entertaining. I don't really
right.
Dude, it was noticeably bad. Like,
dude,
I'm talking
the
like
first one, it's bad too. Really it's bad. Awful in the other one.
Well, the thing is though, I always look at that first 30 minutes, and that's like the only thing I remember of that first movie.
Your whole mind just blacks out the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I didn't even remember the dude's name. You know what I mean? Like, where they didn't even have to use that guy. They could have just used Sonya Blade, and it would have been a bazillion times better movie. Like, you know what I mean? If they needed that person to be the existential standout, why not use Sonya? One. You could have gotten your woman thing, right? You don't have to have another minority character that you always have to throw in. And she was already in the game. So, like, but no, we got to make up a character. There's 9 million characters in that game. And you decide I'm going to make up one for a movie.
So it's my own personal headcanon, my own personal theory. I'm not saying any producer or writer said this. The way that I always saw that character was that, you know, like when every new franchise or anything, there's always going to be that person that goes, well, can I get into this if I'm a newcomer? I think that's what Cole is supposed to be.
Is that why it was?
I think so.
And they killed the shit out of him in 5 minutes.
Right, because I think most people, if you're talking about fighting games like we are, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Virtual Fighter, Tekken, I think it's better to just pick a random character out of that series and just use that character as the main character.
That's why I'm saying they should have done it with Sonya Blade in the first one. Because then you could still have that whole awesome Scorpion Sub-Zero intro, which was great. I thought it was. I thought, because the actor they get to play Scorpion, he's always good in everything. Hero Sonata, I think he's always, he does a really good job. And then the rest of the time, it was just so dumb, bro. It was
all of it's bad. That white lady Australian actress is terrible. That guy Kano was, I guess you could say that
he was actually all right. He was all right. Kano was
he's a bright spot. I would say, yeah,
he was the bright spot of the first and second movie because they bring him back to life.
And then, like you said before, they waste the first movie on trying to bring newcomers into the franchise with Cole. And then the other thing, remember, they wasted so they waste the tournament concept too. It's like a prequel before this movie. But why not just have this movie be the first one? I don't even understand the concepts of how they were trying to write these movies.
I didn't get it. It's so easy to do, dude. It's so easy to do.
Right? Yeah.
There's a tournament.
We gotta have the
on the
movie
last
before the tournament.
No, they don't. They don't need to. They could have set up the Scorpion Sub-Zero thing the same way, right? And then they could have brought him back. Raiden could have brought him back from hell to be the last competitor. Because the Sub-Zero clan would have been there. Boom. There's your movie. Done.
Right. but they had to waste their first movie on trying to get new. That's my biggest problem with some of these Hollywood TV shows and movies. It's like you don't always have to focus on getting new people in. New people, dude, I swear to you, people, you know how dumb and average people are. They'll get into something if they find anything redeemably likable about it.
Well, a lot of people will get into it if other people like it.
Right. And if they like something there,
it's like Big Brother syndrome. Like there's a lot of things I don't even know if I would be into if it wasn't from having a big brother that was into
it, or just being exposed to it. Like some people just being in the atmosphere and being exposed to it can make them fans too.
And like when you make a movie or something, there's certain ones that if you have a great director or writer that can take source material and make their own thing from it. But that rarely happens. You know what I mean? It's very rare. Like you can think of like The Shining is one of Stanley Kubrick, right? Like Stephen King hated the movie, but so many people love that movie, right? He changed so many things, but it's an iconic movie. You can't really do that with Mortal Kombat. It's like just make the goddamn movie.
Like for Wizard of Oz, that makes sense to a certain degree, but for Mortal Kombat, which is based off literally killing people the most brutal ways.
Yes.
It's like
that's all we wanted to see. That's all we wanted to see was the characters in their costumes fighting in the big giant tournament, and that be that.
So, now, do you think the Street Fighter movie coming up?
I don't know, man.
To be fair,
it looks better. I'll say that.
The trailer at least captures something there that the Mortal Kombat ones didn't do for me.
It captures Street Fighter 6. If you play Street Fighter 6,
you
do all the stuff. It captures that. It's basically Street Fighter 6
or 5. I played Street Fighter 5. I bought Street Fighter 6. The last Street Fighter game I played was Street Fighter 5.
I know you haven't played 6. We've been waiting.
God, Lee, good Lord, I'm old. Look at my hands, Laps. They're flaccid.
Old. Just like your dick, but you know.
Dang it. See, he's finally getting it.
Apparently that works.
Are you a wisecracker? Now you're gonna be Plastic Man around here.
I'm just a cracker.
No, but this is my people like comic books. I can understand how getting new people in can be a little daunting. There's a lot of history there. But with Mortal Kombat, guys, just making somewhat of an entertaining movie could just do that. Like, I don't get it.
Comic books, like I don't get the whole like comic books are so hard to get into. Just pick a fucking story, dude. Like you don't need like unless you're like you start reading in the middle of a run. They literally put liner notes like, "Hey, this actually was from this. Remember in
first pages, it'll be like,
blah blah blah."
Yeah.
There's always like writer notes and like stuff like that. So
I don't get people sometimes.
Oh damn it! That's my fault.
Are you good? You're good. So for me, the big issue I have with concepts like that is if you're gonna do a concept like the whole fish out of water newcomer to the friend, see the full concept through. But his character in that movie, even after all that build up, his powers are not exciting. All that build up,
got like steel skin.
Yeah, like that's not it was one of the that movie, dude. You know, I've said this many times, and everyone knows me knows. I always say this. That movie is the epitome of why I don't like movies these days. It's half-baked, it's lazy, there's no creativity behind it. There's no soul behind that movie. It's so bad. You watch it, you go, is this really Mortal Kombat? That's like the ultimate, they just slapped Mortal Kombat in the name and just called it Mortal Kombat, and there's really nothing there to show for it. There was one fatality in that first movie. One. Unless you count the Scorpion one, then I guess you can count that. But, I hate movies. They're just lazy. Just extremely lazy. The people behind it didn't even know how to really do a Mortal Kombat movie. Don't know why they took the project of Mortal Kombat.
That's just the buzzer it makes whenever things are ready.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, so Emily, how are you doing?
New.
But yeah, I mean, I hope the Masters of the Universe movie is not like that
I just hope it's fun.
That's all you can hope for.
I'm not a really big movie critic. I personally don't care. I don't look at the this movie has to make this much money or they're fucked. I don't really care. I can
2 post-credit scenes. Someone did say for the Masters of the Universe movie. I would say probably not focus on post-credit scenes this early on. I don't know if there's going to be more of these after this one. I will say, didn't Netflix back this one? I know Netflix was going to do it.
I have no idea.
And then they gave it to someone else. This this live action He-Man movie's been in production hell for forever. Been like,
well, I mean, I just hope it's a good movie. I hope it's entertaining. Yeah. That's all I hope for.
If it's anything like that Borderlands movie I watched, well, I'd want to hang myself. Ooh. Talk about that's another movie that I hate in modern Borderlands.
That wasn't even entertaining.
That wasn't even a. I mean, was it? It had directing, it had acting, it had actors.
Yeah, it just wasn't good. It wasn't.
Did it have a script?
They tried to make like something that's fun and like campy into something so serious. Oh, she's so mystical. Like,
oh. Once they said she was the,
as soon as it was like Chosen One, I was like, fuck,
the part,
goddamn Borderlands, for Christ's
sake. They were like, what was it when they had the flashback in the movie? Remember where the mom was like, "You're the key to everything." I was like, all right, we're done.
That's what I mean. Like, we're done. It's over.
We're done. It's fine.
Can't have a Chosen One of Borderlands.
You're the chosen one. Oh, okay. Then she's just like the fucking Phoenix who can fly around and beat people.
I can say I am playing the new Bond video game and it's fucking awesome.
Okay.
It's really good.
Did you watch a lot of those movies growing up?
Oh yeah, I've seen every Bond movie.
All of them.
I've seen every one.
Okay, I've only seen Casino Royale and No Time to Die. Those are only two I've seen.
MSK froze.
No, you did.
I did?
Yeah.
You froze.
Are you saying that I'm... Are you saying that I'm...
You froze.
Are you saying that I'm ice cream?
No.
No. All right.
No, I did not say that.
I think it's more of an excuse used by people who aren't necessarily interested in the medium, and I never really bother with it. If somebody tells me that, I'm just like, well, they don't want probably to get into it. That's probably what
they probably just don't want to read it. I mean, a lot of people too, like with binge model things and with having all the information right there, people don't want to do any work either. You know what I mean? Like reading for people now is like, you're either really into it or it's like, nope, not doing it. Not doing it.
Do you know
I
what
can watch videos. I can watch videos of people telling me that it's like, damn, dude, just go out and it costs money. It costs money. Oh God. It costs like $4.98 to read a comic book, man. You're breaking my ass. Like, fuck.
I mean, come on, dude. These are broke people who literally argue
they should be getting... just broke people, just people.
Dude, these people argue they need government handouts all the time. These same people you're talking about, they argue for government handouts.
I don't know that the comic book people that are people that want to get into comic books are asking for government handouts. I don't know if that's the same.
I'm just saying that these people are the same people that are always asking how much they
people.
The
people that don't read comics.
The same people that were advocating their anger for why Read Comics Online went down. These people that are like, I would say this. Well, you did okay. Resident Evil. Do you ever play that ever? I haven't, but this is just an example.
Yes.
Okay, so there was this thing on Twitter I saw where people had argued that if they watched playthroughs of someone playing the newest Resident Evil game, that automatically meant they were a Resident Evil fan without even actually engaging with anything of the franchise, right? That's somehow most fandoms these days have people like you're talking about where they're actually actively trying to not invest in the hobby, but then saying they're like the biggest fan of it with the hardest opinions on said things going on. And it's like, these people are literally advocating for stealing all the comic books, like not paying for them, and then mad when they get canceled while also simultaneously trying to have the absolute hardest opinions on things they don't want to even put money out for of their own pocket. Like, they love it so much, but they only want to steal it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but like, didn't Read Comics just go to a Russian website anyway?
I'm pretty sure it did. I'm just using this just a general example.
Right.
Like, I just don't understand. Like, most people have to understand, if you want to get into most things, that's going to require some money. Like, it just is, unless you are just, full-blown piracy or whatever you want to get into.
A piece of shit.
Yeah, and hey, if you were to be pirating stuff, I would say that's allowed because you put in a lot of money. If you put in as much as you take out, that's fine. I don't really care. But it's these people that are literally advocating for actually putting in fuck all, nothing.
Well, I like having them and being able to read them. It's fun. It's a fun thing for me to do. I enjoy it. So I mean, like, if someone, I think my biggest problem with comic book people is the ones that talk the most shit about a book or about something, but yet they know everything that's going on in it. And it's like, how do you know? So you are reading it? So you hate it. So you're not buying it. You're just pirating it just so you could talk shit on it. Like, I don't know if they have actual real anger, right? Because it seems fake to me. It seems fake. Like, you ever notice that like these people are the people that know more about the book that you're saying, yeah, I like it. They know more about it than we do. And it's like,
like you said, they may have watched videos on it.
They're always I think they fucking read it. I think they do, because like it's crazy to me. I know people that are like actually like, no, they don't read it. They're like, hey, what's going on in this? Is this any good? Like, I have conversations with those people. But then you go on any medium, any social medium or social media medium, and it's like the people who talk shit the most know the most about what's going on.
And then they don't even spend money. They don't spend any money.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So they have to be reading it somewhere. They have to be doing something somewhere. You can't get everything from a video, watching someone cover it.
Yeah. But it's also these.
It's kind of hilarious.
Well, it's also in the same vein that like they're just actively trying to think of ways not to. They want to be the biggest fan while also not putting in anything to contribute to the space, right? So they're mad when runs get canceled, or the ones they do like get canceled, but they're advocating for piracy. Like, how does that make any logical sense in any brain? No, but like no one with half a brain would. And then what's crazy is they're defending it. They're like, well, I'm actually helping the industry because I'm telling people about it. First of all, there's no way to prove that. There's no way of proving that.
Yeah, there's no metric that goes from what the shit talkers bring in money.
You can literally go to a library and probably get trades now. They probably have them these days. A lot of people apparently are reading manga.
Even my library has comic books. Not singles, but trades. They have trades.
Right. I understand maybe if you're from like some third shit world Brazilian country where distribution is fucked, whatever, that's fine. But if you're in America and you say you can't get to them, that's just bullshit. All that's lies.
Yes, especially if you have Amazon Prime. How much?
If you're in America, there's no excuse.
Free digital omnibuses and free come with your Prime account. Like, there's so much.
So man, they give you a lot of free stuff.
They give you a lot of free shit that you
can
just read.
They're practically just unloading that for you to read. And if you're still not
so many, I didn't realize how many there were until I started looking, and I was like, holy shit. There's a fucking lot of stuff. I could sit here. I could literally do that for days, like.
Or Savage points out you could get global comics. Yeah, like I understand that not every country has the best distribution system like America. Oh, for sure. Like if you're in some horrible third world Indian, Brazilian,
but you could also get global comics. You get anybody with a computer internet connection, right?
Right.
Can get a VPN.
Yeah, VPNs are really popular today. It's super easy.
Get any freaking service out there.
That's what I told you earlier. They're just actively trying to not spend money. That's all. That's what they want to do. They just don't want to spend money.
Yes. They just don't want to. That's I don't know how much of that is actually there. I don't know. I can't say for sure. But I just had, that's what I was saying earlier. That's my biggest problem with the comic book field, because it was going on forever, man. It's been going on since not saying the piracy, but like I remember like when Jim Lee and like Will Portasio and those guys, whenever they were first starting on like X-Men and stuff like that, and guys were like, oh, this is gonna end. They got these new idiots drawing books. These new dumbasses. Oh, this is gonna be the end of the X-Men. I'm like, then Jim Lee draws one. It's the best-selling comic book of all time. You're just like, if
anyone said that take aged like milk. That dude's probably like the most known.
They did. People were saying that type of stuff because they were they were guys that took their time. So like it would be like they would do like 6 issues, and then there would be like 6 issues of another artist. Where before it was like 2 dudes were on a book and they would just do the book the entire time. You know what I mean? Like where there was never like a stop in artists. So it was like, you knew with your writer, you had these two guys, where it went to one man teams back then. And then they would have to bring in another artist because guy took forever to do a book. You see what I'm saying? Like there's so many things in comics. Savage Dad could tell you too. It's like, there's so many things like that has been said, especially in like, that's why one of the things I miss about actual comic book stores, right? And not just media stores that sell comic books was like, you always had the guy who owns the store who knew everything, right? He knew everything, but he was also jaded. He really liked his era, right? But he had to sell everything. So he had to talk up the new era. Then you had like old fat guy who wore spandex, who was there's always one guy who has like sweatpants up to his boobs and like a shirt that goes past his knees, right? And would just be sitting there like this. And then you would say something, and then he wouldn't never talk until finally you would say something wrong. He'd be like, actually, you know, and then he was the encyclopedia. But you would have those talks, right? You would have those talks. Like I remember whenever I started reading the 70s run, like Jim Aparo Batman, like dudes were telling me like, oh, Jim Aparo is quite possibly the best Batman writer of all time. And I'm like, well, I like Jim Starlin. Jim Starlin? Oh, that's he's okay, but he's not, you know, the Aparo art is just like well,
but the way that that's
how it's always been though. It's always been like that.
Yeah.
Just we hear about it more because of social media.
Well, the thing with me, the reason why I think those are fine is because at least you're talking about stuff in the actual books.
Yes, but I'm saying like that's how it's always been, and the same thing. Dude, I've had people tell me reasons why Absolute Batman sucks, and I'm like, how do you know this? Oh, you're telling me stuff that's in the book, so you're reading it. You're reading the book.
Well, one could also read it and thinks it sucks too, right?
Yes, 100%. But
I don't know how they could. That'd be some bad taste.
Find it funny by issue 20 they're still saying the same thing, and you say you're on issue 20 now? You're still reading it?
See,
why are you still reading it?
Yeah, if someone read like the first arc and said it was bad, and they dipped out, like, all right, cool. I mean, at least she gave it one arc. If there are 20 issues deep, I'm like, do you really? Like, for me, if I was reading certain books and I didn't like them past like a certain issue, I just dropped them. I just
Savage the last comment.
What did he say?
And what Jim Lee did to his legacy too, that's almost as sad. Right. And Batman 163 came out last week.
It finally did. We had a 7-month delay. And you know what happened, dude? Jim Lee. Okay, I will preference what I'm saying here. So I know we were doing videos about this when Hush 2 got announced. I remember we did. Was it ever revealed at Comic-Con it was going to be 2 parts? From what my understanding, it was only going to be these 6 issues. That's what I remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, remember we talked about they were supposed to supposedly do another 6.
And the last page of that book, because I saw the last page of it say part 1. Part 1.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like another 6.
When does it come out? When does it come?
The same thing to you about Amazing Spider-Man. I know, dude, and I will say this. There are ups and downs in Amazing Spider-Man. I like what's actually happening since like the past 5 issues. But yes, there are people that do buy stuff and might dislike it, but they love the character. So, and I understand that. But that's mainline, you know. So I don't know if there's an argument between that. I just don't understand the hate on the Absolute universe. Like I don't know what it's about. Like because it's not mainline. They want better mainline. And I agree. The mainline should be the focus, right? It should be the focus 100%. And I think sometimes dudes, they just don't want to write mainline because like they're probably being told what they can and can't write.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can write Batman, but you have to follow these specific guidelines. And they're probably like, fuck, dude, I can't do anything. And that's why you have like Matt Fraction writing Jarvis Alfred and fucking Batman.
Alfred. Female Fred.
Yeah, Batman saying things like, nobody can change. Nobody changes really. In the first issue. Yeah. In the first issue.
But the arc itself is and that's my biggest problem when I read stuff like that. for me, when it comes to comic books, whether they're mainline or not mainline, my biggest thing is if there's something in there that I just don't like, then I would just be criticizing it, like any movie or a show. And the main thing that I don't like when it comes to movies and shows is when their focus is all lopsided. His first Batman arc in his run currently is the most weirdly lopsided thing. Like, there's no true focus of the story in the characters. Batman is cool with scolding Damian, maybe because that's his actual son, for fucking up and kind of revealing his identity to that hot MILF bitch. I think she's really hot. Then Tim Drake is like, I want to go fuck dudes and be gay and be in this life. He's like, all right, cool. That's awesome. That makes logically no sense. Actually, logically no sense. Why he'd be so mad at Damian for revealing his identity to that lady.
One thing. I mean, you're revealing your secret identity as opposed to not being Robin anymore.
Yeah, he's just cool with like, I don't want to go kick ass anymore. All right.
Well, I mean, he never really wanted that life for them though. So it does kind of make sense.
It's just odd.
You just don't like the fact that he's going and banging dudes.
No. It's just like the way. No, because like
we're not equally the same. Revealing your secret identity to someone as opposed to I don't want to do this anymore, and not revealing.
No, it's just the way his demeanor went. I don't know if his demeanor has been pretty brooding, pretty serious. I don't know why he would just not have the same demeanor for Tim. I don't know why. It makes no sense.
What was he supposed? Oh, you fucking asshole! You don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, they're Daniel Savage on their ass. He definitely
that doesn't make any sense.
That means he's not down for the team. Fuck that guy.
No, that actually doesn't make sense because I said hundreds of times he really doesn't want that life for them. He doesn't.
But he allows them to be a part of his family, though. He says that, but he allows them still in. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just like I just couldn't really vibe. I mean, I think some of the issues were good. I liked some of them, but most of it was pretty lopsided. It was just like, God. I mean, I'll keep reading it. But
I agree with Savage that I think like what they're doing to Tim Drake's character is actually worse than him not wanting to be Red Robin anymore. It's not the same dude. It's just not the same guy.
Red Robin? No? Oh, God dang it. You guys missed my jokes. So it's another thing that I didn't really care for in his first 6 issues was that I don't know. He was going for the whole villain of the week. He was going for the whole villain of the week thing, but none of it really ever stuck outside of like the Minotaur.
Dude, the freaking the mainline Batman right now is just not good. And I'm reading.
Like, I know it might get better.
I hope it does. But Matt Fraction is not the guy. He's not the guy to do it.
I didn't care. I did not like the Tim Drake stuff. The Damian stuff made kind of sense if you look at kind of how he kind of acts usually. What else was there?
I didn't like Killer Croc stuff. That was really bad. I don't like Jarvis Alfred.
Yeah.
Just bring him back. Just bring him back.
Yeah. No, and I think I was reading some of the issues. He's like kind of being witty with this lady. Oh my God. That's how you know, guys, women aren't serious in anything. A billionaire is basically asking her out, and then she has the nerve to be like, I don't want to go out. Fuck, bitch, that's the only fucking hell. Who are you dating?
You?
Yeah. I don't want to go. The fact that a billionaire would ask me out, just a billionaire asking you out, a common lady who works at a fucking coffee shop, and she works at a coffee shop, you know what I'm saying? But like, God damn, what an ungrateful bitch.
I love how everything about you is just money centric. Like, oh, he's a billionaire. He's asking lowly you.
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
He's but so high up here with his billions of dollars.
She's lucky she was hot because she had a nice fat ass. She's lucky she's hot. But it's just, then they had that storyline in the first 6 issues where they were trying to lead it to like she's doing stuff at Arkham, but so I haven't read further than that, but it never really kind of went further in that first arc. It's just, well, she's doing stuff at Arkham. Next issue's on a whole different character. So, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, I think what is it on now?
Issue 10's coming out this week, right?
I thought it was past that, but
let me see right now. I could be wrong.
Let me see. I have it right here. Hold on.
Tabitha says, y'all want but I think the way that they've treated Tim's character and what they did to Tim Drake is antithetical to what Tim Drake always was. Isn't the same character anymore. It's somebody else entirely.
Yeah, so 10 is the newest one.
Okay.
You got 9 right here with him and what's her face.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just haven't liked it. I don't know if you remember whenever they announced Matt Fraction as Batman. If you remember me saying, "Well,
I think we did videos on it." I remember you're like, yeah. I'll see how he. You were giving him a little bit of optimism and room.
Well, I just said I'll give it 6-7 issues. I'll keep buying it because I have the collection of Batman. But he never did any. Even his heralded run on Hawkeye, I didn't care about. Like I didn't like his writing.
You didn't like Kate Bishop?
So I don't like Matt Fraction's writing
at all.
So no, not at all. He's very swayed by what is happening today.
So you would say that he's a fraction of your life actually at this point.
I would say that I would much rather. I thought that if they're going to, since they didn't actually cancel Aquaman because it's been awesome, by the way. I thought Jeremy Adams would have been a way better choice.
For Batman, he deserved it.
If he's going to do 2 books, should have had him do Green Lantern and Batman, and then they could have crossed over, and they could have had some Dick Grayson and Kyle Rayner stuff. They could have had some Wally West, Dick Grayson, Kyle Rayner with a little bit of Batman sprinkled in then here and there, and they could have had some really cool shit.
Well, give it a couple years, because keep in mind, they usually sometimes will switch out the writers on some of this stuff. He could be moved to another book. Keep in mind, they've rotated like all the writers and artists.
Well, I hope he stays on Green Lantern because he did a lot to fix a lot of bad stuff that happened since John's left. I mean, Morrison's run was not that great. He did a lot of weird, crazy stuff. There was just a lot of. There was a lot of really.
Wait a minute. Did you, Grant Morrison being weird? You were saying that. Were you saying that unironically? Because I think you were doing that as a joke. There you go.
No, I wasn't. I was saying he did a lot of weird stuff.
No, I'm saying he's known for doing weird stuff. I was saying I agree.
But this is even weirder than most of it's weird. Like, think of this, dude. If you can fuck up cops in space, right, that are heralded by little blue men. Think of how weird your book has to be. Okay.
Are you saying that we should have an MSK core at this point now?
I mean, no. But yes, at the same time, yes.
What else did he say? Decided to completely change him because they're like, nobody will care if we fuck with this Robin. But let's talk about Dick Grayson's butthole. Yeah, it's just so cringe. They're like, we don't want you focused on his sexuality. Why are you constantly bringing up he's gay? Yeah, I want to read a comic book where a dude's talking about sucking off another dude.
You know what they need to do? They need to absolute power Tim Drake. Has that kid still gotten out of that prison? Is he out? I have no idea.
That was another
thing. Superman.
Dude, that was another thing in
the whole time.
Matt Fraction's Batman run. Remember when he was captured by those cops in that security truck they like to ride in?
Mm-hmm.
How in the world did those guys just not jump on him and grab him and rip him apart? Because he's like fighting them, and that made no sense to me. I was like, wait a minute, you're in a very enclosed space. How is he doing all that stuff? That makes no logical sense. It's not that wide in those things,
It's a comic book.
Yeah.
I just think they just need to take Tim Drake and put him in a little prison and absolute power.
What if they reveal that's not been him for a while, and that was just some clone that we've been getting for so many years? Like, in Secret, that Captain America story, that Hail Hydra moment, that Cap's just gone now. That's a weird fuck thing too. Apparently, the Cap that everyone loved was a Hydra member, but the new one we have is someone different. Like, what in the fuck happens? They're writing, and they're like going, "We're cooking here." No, that's burnt. That on a grill, that burger would be charcoal if you were writing. Good Lord. You ever barbecued and made charcoal? Me neither. I've always been grilling and having success.
I don't believe you.
Are you a propane accessory kind of guy?
No, let's do the book.
All right, so when you guys understand, I'm going to be having sex tonight, so we got to get this over very soon.
See how many lies he can tell. We should have an MSK lie counter.
Like one of those dead meat videos where he's just counting on the people who get killed in the movies. So, all right. So I brought up 2 different things for this review because I wanted to go over them because I thought there was a lot of influence. When I was reading this, I feel like there was a lot of influence from this specific book to a certain extent when I got to that certain part of the story. That's why I have these up, guys. So
influence from what?
Killing Joke. There was a
yeah.
So I know, dude, you guys.
If you actually go back and reread Absolute Batman 1 through like there's so much stuff from Killing Joke. There's so many homages to Dark Knight Returns. There's a whole lot of stuff that he's doing in here that I was just like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's pretty neat.
As you guys know, for sometimes when we do like the comic book reviews, I don't usually share my screen because there's nothing to share. We just have the book in our hands. I'm not reading digitally.
That's fine.
I'm going to bring it up this time around because I think it's very important when it comes to this book, because I know a lot of people still to this day really don't understand why the Joker said what he said, written by Alan Moore in that book, in that moment. A lot of people think it was stupid. I'm here to clear up the air because I've thought about this thing for a very long time. I'm the genius here. 200 IQ. I'm Shikamaru. I got Tamari at the end. I got the white girl with the fat ass.
Isn't it Shikamaru?
Are you saying I'm not hot?
I'm saying you don't know how to pronounce words.
All right, let's go. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a comic book review on Absolute Batman issue 15. So if you guys have not had a chance to check out our previous comic book reviews on Absolute Batman issues 1 through 14, I would highly recommend you guys going to check out our previous comic book reviews on Absolute Batman issues 1 through 15. That way you guys can understand how we felt about those individual issues compared to this one. And we are finally at the third arc. We are at the third arc, man. Third fucking arc here. And it starts off with an interesting banger and a homage, as Lap says, to the Killing Joke. Now, in this review, I will be sharing my screen. And to be fair, a lot of people have asked, why don't I share my screen when I do these? Well, there's no need to, because I have the book physically.
We're usually just going off of the book.
If you read the book digitally, sharing your screen makes perfect sense, obviously. But I wanted to go over something specific here, because in the middle of this book, when I was reading it, I was like, I know where this influence came from. And it makes a lot of sense when you look back on how it's presented, how this character has always functioned, if they're even telling the truth, because I know a lot of people, when they bring up the Joker multiple choice quote from the Killing Joke, misunderstand it a lot. And a lot of people really don't get the actual essence of what that story is. So I'll just give my own personal interpretation of it, so I'll let you guys understand it. So when he said that in the book, so I'm going to bring it up right here, and we're going to cover it later on. So right here, before we get into Absolute Batman issue 15, we're going to go through the page and everything, because I really like the book. I think Absolute Batman's fucking awesome. Right here. Okay, so when he's saying this, right, I can't read this in Mark Hamill's voice, obviously, because I'd be fucking retarded, right? So the Joker at this point is going over, what essentially, makes a man break, and he's telling Batman all this stuff. But it's this next part right here where he says something like that happened to me, I'm not exactly sure what it was. Sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes I remember it another. And what happened in this book? Alfred was talking about certain things that he remembered, what people had told him and all that stuff, right? Then the final part that Joker brings up here, he says, if I'm going to have a pass, I prefer it to be multiple choice. So the other thing I'll bring up here when we're covering this is a lot of people really don't understand when they get to that point in that book. You have to fundamentally realize by the time he says that, it should click in your head as a light bulb. And a lot of people will go, what do you mean by that? I'll explain it to you. You are listening to the deranged ramblings of a crazy person. Now, obviously, it's different in this book because Alfred's the one narrating it, obviously, but I will build up my case for you guys. So in the Killing Joke, I personally think the main interpretation of how you're supposed to take the story is that by the time you're invested in reading a lot of it, you are listening to the ramblings of a deranged person that maybe themselves are lying about how they got from point A to point B to point C, obviously. And then at the end of the story, he even tells Batman that story about those two guys who escaped and the ledge and all that stuff, right? And then you must also consider, wait a minute. If he's a villain and he's this crazy, why would he be telling the truth, though? Why would he have the best interest in telling me where he comes from. Keep in mind, the Joker in this continuity, that's like, this was, they kind of molded this into mainline continuity, but you guys get my point here, right? Why would a person who's always been mysterious tell you where they came from so the police can track him? Keep in mind, we don't even know in this continuity, we didn't know the Joker's name ever. Maybe his name is Jack Napier. Who the fuck knows who this guy is, honestly, so to this day. Even Batman is like, even after all these many years, I don't even know who this guy is. What's happened in this book? After all these years, people still can't even picture and put together what this guy's actual origin is, right? So, and then you kind of come to it and you go, wait a minute, this guy's maybe based off Jeffrey Epstein, because people at DC Comics can be a little bit too political sometimes. I don't know, just my personal interpretation. This guy's dementally insane. And keep in mind, he's always been deceiving people. That's where I took the Killing Joke homage from, because if he's always been deceiving people and it's always been revealed he's did that, why am I to believe certain things that has been said or done? Now, keep in mind, I'm not saying they're not true or they're untrue. I'm just saying that when you're reading it, you must keep into your mind, you are listening to the story of a crazy human being. He's literally eating people. He kills people, right? So, and it's also revealed in the book, they've lied. He's been lying consistently about what his actual origin is, where his lineage comes from. They've always been playing the good guy and the bad guy. That's why I personally think this is one of my favorite issues of the series so far, which I said a lot actually, but I think this is one of the best issues they've had. The storytelling was really masterful. The art at the point in the book, like just the first page, I remember when you have like this right here. Oh, I love this image right here. This bottom image.
You got Jock doing the book, so it's gonna be pretty wild.
Yeah, the way that I forgot who did. Yeah, I don't think Nick Dragotta did art on this book.
No,
I think he was
Jock.
sick. Yeah,
no, he wasn't sick. He just did like 6 issues in a row.
That's
all. They always have like a guy come in, but Jock did this, which was smart because I think it fit the story that they were telling. So like,
the art style was like noir and everything right here when he's doing like the flashback. It's fucking.
So my interpretation is leading through this is basically Alfred's telling us all this stuff, right? The stuff that he has gathered through 3 years, and he's saying, look, I don't even really know what's true and what's not. And that is basically like kind of like the Killing Joke. And he's telling him the thing that I think is cool in this particular book is whenever we get to, he says, if you notice, like he talks about Jack the First, Jack, Joseph Grimm, Joe, all the Grimms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like he's all of them. So like that's actually pretty cool because instead of where Jeff Johns went with 3 Jokers, which I've always been under the, I don't believe that was the actual story we were going to get. I believe once they took away him as leading DC, he was like, fuck all of you.
Dude, this has never happened. And I remember, even though I was kind of like more of a lurker in the comic scene back then, I told you, do you remember when DC put out a tweet that I had to explain the story to people? That's never happened. They had to literally explain to people what the fuck was going on in the 3 Jokers. That was wild.
Well, they had to make it Black Label too, so it's not technically continuity.
Dude, Jason Fabok, was Jason Fabok? His art? Yeah. Oh my god.
That's one of the loveliest books I've ever seen. It's just incredible to look at. But if you look at it, it's the same thing, right? How there was 3 Jokers in that iteration. There's only one in this iteration that's been going through life, and whatever he's been doing, his experiments, all that stuff, he's practically lived for how long now? So it's pretty crazy. Yeah. Like I actually like this whole story. I think it's very well done.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So
before we get into the contents of the book, the reason why we're jumping around a little bit here is because I have to show you guys this part first. Now, this is technically the main part of the book, like where, you watch a horror movie and it's revealed like, oh, his mom was doing it, dad was doing it, stuff like that. This is very important because when you're going through the book, right, Alfred sets up, all the stuff about the Jack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, investing in movies, investing in gaming, investing in health, investing in everything. Then in the middle part of the book, which I think is the main entire meat and potatoes of it, which is the main essence of what they were trying to drive in the story, is this part right here. Let me give you guys one moment here. this part right here. Okay. So after we have the initial setup of all the jacks, it is revealed that there's been some sneaky, mischievous things going on, because the way that Alfred set it up was he set it up in a way where they were doing all this good. They're investing in everyone's businesses. He was a trillionaire. He was wealthy. He was giving back to the community because he was this kid who had it really rough, but he would always make people laugh, and they loved laughing, and that's what got him by. And he ended up getting the good life because he made these great investments when he was, doing business, getting it to work. Problem with that, big problem. And this is why there's the killing joke Amaja brought up earlier. Keep in mind, this is stories that Alfred has heard about this guy. Keep in mind, he even brings up himself. He brings up right himself. He says, these are stories that I've heard. I don't know if this is true, because there's been
some of it's stories, some of it's the stuff he learned from investigation.
Right.
So, but go ahead.
And keep in mind, I don't know if you watch like crime noirs and stuff like that. You know how like when certain characters kind of speak in like that tone, they're always kind of learning it from other people. Like one person will tell you about this guy, but then another person tells you a different way they remember this guy.
Yes, it's telephone.
Right?
It's the game telephone. And they go, man, see, man.
Why are you so old? God damn it. Good Lord.
Man.
Oh, all right. So then the whole story does this. Wait a minute.
I hate you.
The whole story does this.
Fucking loud.
The whole story does this, where come to find out, this guy, or maybe his lineage of family members, have been basically playing God. Okay. So if they did something good, they also did something bad to influence it. If they did something bad, they did something good to balance it out, which is awful. It's like the guy who would literally steal from his cash register and then give it to a church, right? Obviously, that's bad, because God would obviously not like that. That's very bad, obviously.
Yeah, it's more like they play both sides. Like they play Republican and Democrat. They fund wars, but they also fund the outreach programs that come after the war. They fund bombs and research into it, but then they also fund like orphan homes and rebuild neighborhoods and do all of those things. Everything that makes world economy go around, he's had his hand in.
Right. And then it's also revealed that he was doing this when he was younger. So you guys remember when in the book, Alfred's talking about he was a kid, he made people laugh, and that's how he kind of got by and got into the industry. Well, kind of find out, he actually made them laugh with the classic Joker thing. As you guys know, he's got his laughing gas. He has obviously laughing gas.
Well, right.
He did it, die.
He did all of these things in the alleyways of a dentist, and he had it so the nitrous oxide would come outside, like into the alleyway.
Yes. So they weren't laughing because they thought it was funny. They were laughing because they had Joker gas they were inhaling. Also, remember, you guys remember, right? So we reviewed Absolute Evil before this, right? What was the Joker's biggest thing in that book? He didn't like jokes.
He doesn't like jokes.
He doesn't like jokes, actually. So it's been revealed that ever since this guy was a kid, he was deceiving people, but not just deceiving people, he was also helping them too. He was able to just play both sides of the coin ever since he was a little kid, and kind of like faked it till he made it. And then he became utterly insane, actually. So then the other portion of the book are detailing that. So Alfred details early in the book that he owns all these islands and he just kind of travels to them periodically throughout the year, right? Then we know that this guy has been traveling to these islands, and I got to go back to this point right here where Laps was at. This art was so beautiful. Oh my God. He travels to these islands because he enjoys hunting, actually. He enjoys hunting.
Right. He enjoys hunting. He does.
Well, what is he hunting? Right? Because someone this wealthy, as you guys know, has access to a lot of things. That's why I think they based Joker off Jeffrey Epstein. That's what I think personally. Dude, the Epstein files came out. He was eating people. Epstein files came out. Remember around the time this came out? He was eating people in the files. Maybe. Maybe I'm looking too hard into it. But
it's come on, dude.
So then in this other hunting image right here, he's hunting humans.
But I could say this, dude. If you just think this is about like they're on like year 2 of Absolute. 2 years even before that, he already had all these stories. That I keep telling people to go watch that video of Scott Snyder talking to Sal from Comic Pop 2 years before Absolute Universe was even a thing, and he already said like he had like 2 to 3 years of stories already written. that didn't even happen for another 2 years.
So here, one of the victims on the island is like, hey, I've been here for like, I think it was 30 years. Yeah. And he's like, I need some help. And he was like, run. Good Lord. So like, I think he took homage from, you remember that story we read as kids in school called The Dangerous Game? You remember that story, right? It's the guy where he rounds up people and he basically tries to kill them by having them scatter out throughout his island. I thought there was a lot of influence from that, my own personal opinion, obviously. And then after that, it's shown that he's been obviously sinister, planning all this since he was a kid, getting people on his island, killing them.
Well, no, it was he basically what it was explained was he has all these islands, but all the people that opposed them during when he was doing all of this stuff, going up and embracing technology, funding wars, Alfred thinks that he was sending his enemies to these islands and just leaving them there with no way to get out, and then he would just go there and hunt them, and that's where that's how he's extending his life, by eating them.
Yeah, because he also brings up right here the part where he says lots of people who encountered the Grimms over the years have come to mysterious bad ends. Oof. Yeah. So my only issue with this specific page right here is that, okay, so you guys will see how he's shooting someone. What they should have done for this page, they should have took this part and put it on this part and have this arrow going through that guy's leg on this part. That just looked kind of weird. Like he's shooting someone on this angle, but then you have another part that doesn't show that. It goes to the next page right here. Kind of drawn weird, but still gets the point across.
I get it. It's fine. Yeah, I just think it's interesting. So basically, the crux of the story is they don't know anything about this guy. They really don't. What they know is basically shadow stories and a possible family lineage that may or may not be real. The guy started in the silent film era and worked his way all the way up, and where he's talking about each Jack, what they invested in. And Jack, the one that we know now, he invested into online gaming and microchips and all sorts of stuff, everything that makes the world go round.
Right.
And then it's basically revealed that because the whole time Batman's like, okay, you're telling me the story. He's like, what do you believe? Tell me what you believe.
Yeah.
Alfred. He's like, I didn't ask you for the story, Pennyworth. I asked what you believe. He's like, all right, but I got to tell you all of this stuff so you can hear what I believe.
Dude, this Alfred is so bad at just saying what he feels. Like, just say how you feel, you old bastard.
No, here's the thing, though. Yeah. We wouldn't, if he said what he believed without telling him about all of the guys, it wouldn't make sense.
And it may make sense how he explained it, because you have where he builds up one story where they're all the good guys, and then he builds up the other story where, wait a minute, he's always been deceptive.
Well, it's not necessarily that they're all the good guys. He's just saying, like, he's doing all these like really good things, but also they've done. It's like, okay, through subsidiaries, all the Cloud9 companies, the Grimms, fund right-leaning news networks and left-leaning news ones. They fund the aid and the warlords who steal it. Peace and war, crimes and the prison. Arkham. They might be the most powerful crime family in history, playing everyone against each other, profiting off of the chaos they sow, loyal to no country, no principle, nothing but power. And he's like, I always come back to the motto: live life like a clown. A clown plays the fool while making a fool of everyone. He's the mastermind. He's the schemer. And that's where it's interesting, because then they show him going to the island, and then that guy's there, and he's like, hello, is someone there? Oh, thank God. He's like, wait, you. He's like, but how? He looks at him and he's like, how is this guy not aged? How does he look the same? That's what they're inferring. Like,
or how, even before that, like this part where he was hunting that when he encountered that mountain lion right here, where like I mean, Bruce had said, what's so scary about this guy? And then Alfred was like, there's nothing really scary about him. It was the fact, that thing that you said, what you had just said. It's like the thing with clowns is that like they're acting, I forgot the fucking saying what he said, but he said it in a way where it would make perfect sense why this guy was doing this. He's doing something in a way that makes you think another way, but he's already another step ahead, where he has a different perception of how it's going on.
He's playing the fool, but he's actually making a fool out of everybody.
Right. Yeah.
And
what was this last part? He said he's a classic American success story. And then I didn't ask you for the story, Pennyworth, and you said, okay, kid, but we need to go back to the start. That was that like Mike rewind. I was like, wait a minute, we're reading a Joker book. There was no way this guy was always doing this stuff, out of the goodness of his heart. He was investing in all that stuff out of the goodness of his heart. Oh, I could never believe that, All right.
So then he shoots the dude in the leg, and basically he's like, what are you getting at? What are you saying? He's like, what if those islands are where he puts them, his enemies? What if he just leaves them there for years until he feels like God? I sound ridiculous saying this. I believe he uses the children, Bruce. At first he used the ones from the orphanage, and now he uses something else. And they show him turning into the creature. Show him turning into that crazy creature. And if you remember that one issue where they had showed the Joker when he was talking to Black Mask, he was sitting in that chair with all those weird bodies pumping all that shit into him. And we were like, what the fuck? He says, I think he has found some way, I don't know, using their cells, using the research done at his arcs, some terrible elixir. The clown, Bruce. What is a clown? It's its whole act is a cruel mockery of us, of humanity, as bumbling stupid. The clown hates us. Jesus Christ, hold on. Here we go. The clown hates us. You find stories and myth, legends from ancient times to now. Pagliacci, the jester who burns the kingdom. In a Bal de Sauvage, the one who convinces us to kill each other, even as he himself preys on us. The clown is death. The clown is, and he says, stop dancing around it. Say it, damn it. What do you believe? And this is where he says it. He says, I believe there is no Grimm family at all. He says, I believe there is no Jack the first, Jack the second, Jack the third, Jack the fourth, Jack the fifth. There's only ever been one Jack Grimm, him. Maybe it's just his infernal science. Maybe it's some dark pact. I don't know. Maybe it's fucking both. And I know how it sounds, kid. I know. But I look at it, I look at him, and he's got something terrible, Bruce. A nightmare thing that stalks the earth. Not a man who ever laughs at anything, but a beast that's always laughing at us. The one whose laughter we only hear when it's too late. And that's where he's like eating the thing. And then one of the coolest things, he says he's the Joker, and they show him eating the guy. And so then Batman's basically telling Alfred he's got to go check on Waylon, and they show Batman going out there. But this is what I thought was awesome. This part was so cool.
Oh, they gave a little dialogue snippet for Wonder Woman. Where they're talking about Gateway City and the magic stuff. Those little Yeah. But the last part was very good.
Yes. I like this part. They show the Joker and he's walking up to his what looks like an estate. It looks almost like what Wayne Manor looks like in our world.
Yeah.
Right? And there's this old butler who looks very Alfred-y. Right? He says, welcome to the manor, Master Grimm. It's so nice to finally have you home. He says, are you hungry? And the Joker, no, I ate. Then you see him walk over to a clock, change the time, and he's like, I have plans to make those, so if you need me, I'll be in the cave. And the clock opens and he walks into a cave. That is fucking rad.
That's fucking cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Scott Snyder essentially gave the Joker, Wayne Manor, a butler, and he essentially gave Bruce, just the Batman outfit and an Alfred, let's just say. So the other thing I'll bring up here is that line where he was about to eat that one guy who was like, there's been no Jack. Yeah, that myth about those Jacks, that was all a myth. I mean, from Alfred's perception of what he gathered in research, that was all a myth, essentially. There's only been just one of them, and he's always been deceiving people along the way. Those people that were laughing, that said they liked this stuff, they all died anyway, because there was a part up here where Alfred had said that the people that were laughing at it, at the time in period of time they were talking about, those people died anyway, So yeah, awesome book, awesome way to give the backstory of the Joker. The homage to the Killing Joke was pretty cool. I did like the whole multiple choice attempt right there. And what's really interesting is that this other website I was going to bring up here to make sure you guys understand when it comes to talking about crazy people is there's a part right here I wanted to just read really quickly because I thought it was summarized up very, very good. So not really just the story itself. So right here where it says, our brains have this weird way of clouding our very memories. Sometimes we can remember something so vividly we bet our life on it, only to find out we remembered it wrong. Other times we can have fond memories of the past, but when we revisit the same thing, we find out that it's not as good as we remembered. And that also ties into this as well. You know, maybe they were just told stories. There were other Jacks out there. Maybe it's been this guy the whole time. Who the fuck knows? And then we also must factor
I think that makes the more sense that it's been him, one person,
time.
It makes more sense for this universe. It also makes sense that how long he's been doing the scientific work into finding the Omega particle. We found that out in Forever Evil, that basically the Higgs boson particle is not what created that world. That world was created by the Omega particle, and that's where Darkseid comes into play, because this is a world created by Darkseid. So it is a time created by Darkseid. Its lineage is Darkseid.
Yes.
Everything here would be completely fucked. It wouldn't be the same as it would be in the regular universe. I don't know. I think this, I thought this stuff has been awesome personally.
No, it's been pretty good. I enjoyed this a lot. And then I think the last thing I'll say is, I'll say it right now, just when people are telling you stories, they're only telling you these stories from their perspective on how they remembered it or they researched it, you know? So I really enjoyed all the callbacks. I enjoyed the ominous tone told throughout the book. And, you know, they had people know I like the Killing Joke book. It's all obviously a classic. Man, the multiple choice thing just seals it, because when you're reading it, you're just like, wait a minute. This guy's a lunatic. Why am I believing anything this guy says? That should be the light bulb. Why would you ever listen to a lunatic? They're fucking insane. Yes.
Well, yeah.
You know? So it's like me. I'm a genius. Why would you ever listen to me?
I think it's also like giving the Joker a backstory like ruins the character, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
that's why
if he doesn't remember what his backstory is, it's like, did he really have a backstory, honestly?
Well,
that's kind of he said. That's how he remembered it.
But we saw it in the book, though.
That's how. Keep in mind, he said that's how he remembered it. That's how he personally.
Well, that's not what we read.
I mean,
that's not what he said in there. He's saying whenever he asks him about why he does what he does, he's like, you know, like if I am willing to have a past, I'd like it to be multiple choice. He's like, sometimes I remember it this way, sometimes I remember it that way. That doesn't necessarily mean that what we read is what he's remembering. It could be one of many.
Right. No. I'll agree with you, but I'm just saying, like, when and then you kind of boil into, wait a minute, this guy's fucking insane. Like, does he even know his own past at this point if he's this insane, this far gone?
Oh, and no, he knows it. He knows it. He's not willing to tell.
He'd be lying. Right. And you might. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that comes the beauty with the story, though. I like that. I like how it's making you guess a lot more. I like how it's just not holding your hand through the whole way. I love how you get all these different theories from.
I like that we have 5 options right now of what the Joker could potentially be, and I hope they don't reveal it. I hope
there's actually way more mystery in not revealing it than just revealing it.
It just makes it a lot better if we don't know. Like, once you give someone a backstory, it humanizes them. Regardless of how ridiculous and crazy they are, it still humanizes them.
Yeah,
because like then you're wondering, well, what did they go through to get them to this point?
Like in Alien Romulus, when they revealed the alien kind of was created because this android loved a woman and she rejected him. It's like, what the fuck? How's a robot have feelings? That doesn't make logical sense at all. Like, what the yeah. Well, sometimes giving a backstory,
depending on what type of robot you have. Like, if you gave the robot feelings, it could have feelings.
You give a robot feelings, Lapsed, please.
I don't know. There's emotion chips in Star Trek.
Oh my god. Oh, all right.
Dr. Good Lord. Made it. Data put it in.
What I'll ask you, final thoughts and opinions on Absolute Batman 15. Anything else you want to say?
I very much liked this, and I like where it's going, and I like the fact that they were getting the crossover with Absolute Wonder Woman next issue, which is going to be fun. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Can my guy Bruce get laid? Can he have sex with Wonder Woman, please?
I don't know. She's like 11 feet tall.
Should that matter?
For you, it would.
I got 9 inches. I can handle women like that. It's not that hard, dude.
11 feet, 9 inches. That's like a toothpick, dude.
I know how to lay down some pipe.
It's a hot dog down a hallway, brother.
I know how to lay down some pipe and, slang some meat. So, yeah, overall, I liked it. It was good. I liked the twists. I liked the callbacks. They were awesome. The way you can interpret the stories are fun. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you've not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. I'm MSK, aka Master Swagging, and we're going to be signing out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace. All right, we're going to head out of here in just a little bit.
You doing a video with Bob tonight?
Monday. Bob, Jared, and Gray.
Gray's going to be on?
No, Old Man Joe. Author Gray.
You said Gray.
Yeah, his name is also Gray.
So you got Bob,
what are the chances?
Bob, Jared, and Gray.
Old Man Gray. Old Man Joe.
Old Man Gray. What are you guys talking about?
I don't know yet. I'm probably just going to I have no clue yet.
Wow.
I kind of maybe sort of have a topic.
Of what?
It just depends on if I'm not tired enough, if I want to really do the topic fully. It just depends. I have to assess how tired I am because I'm old, as you know. Dude.
So you have 2 comic book guys and a movie guy on a panel. That makes absolutely no sense.
But we all know about movies, though. I need jacks of all trades and masters of them all.
I'm hearing crickets, bro.
Good Lord. Is that what happens when I'm at comedy clubs? But no.
No, that would be booing.
All right. What do you have planned coming up that you would like to let the audience know about?
Me and Warren did the first part of our coverage of his Sig and Joe book. It's basically an interview with Warren about his creative process and what all went into writing and getting it from thought to paper to published. Then we'll be going the next 4 episodes. We'll be going into each chapter of the book and reviewing it and talking about it. And that'll be 4 episodes. And then the last episode will be talking about what he's doing with the Squirrel book that he's doing moving forward. Friday, we will be doing Last Panel, and that's been growing really well. We're getting pretty decent numbers with the live views, doing very well. It's fun, man. Last week we did our top 5 franchises. This week is top 5 box office flops that we love, that we actually liked, movies that sucked. Then I have a bunch of comic book stuff coming out. I'm just gonna release it all and just fucking don't even care.
On the Last Panel YouTube channel?
No, it'll be on mine. It'll be on mine. It'll be on mine, and then it'll be on both. I'm going to be migrating videos over here and there, so for people to watch.
Fucking hell!
Because I think. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're fine. It's just I'm trying to talk to you, and anytime I'm talking to someone, people just always want to message me. Holy fuck!
You don't have to pay attention to this, right?
Oh, what, sir? I will give you a hug. Don't make me just
I've got like 6 text messages since being down here. I haven't looked at my phone.
Yeah, it's your wife trying to bang you. God damn.
No.
Oh.
She wanted to. She'd just come to the steps, and I'd be like, "See ya, MSK."
Oh, you two's having your sex with your wife over talking to me? Really?
Yes. Every single time.
What does she have that I don't?
Everything. Everything
Does she have a brain?
Yes.
If I only had a brain. No?
Well,
fucking hell.
Oh, God.
God. Laps and I need to do I never agree with you guys doing content. I'm the joker around here. I'm the master.
Well, since you don't allow me to be on panel shows, I got to go do them somewhere.
Oh, my God.
What? I have my own panel show?
I'm keeping you as like my trump card, pun intended.
For what?
I got you in something. Laps, upload some stuff to Plex. I just finished Dark Phoenix Saga. But if you got that stuff with the beginning of the Phoenix Saga, I could use that. Wait, Plex? Wait, come on, comic books? Wait a minute.
I know what he meant.
I know what Plex is. I don't know how. Okay, I guess you can make that work.
He's talking about his.
I know what he means. Yeah, it's just
library.
It's just odd. Yeah, we should do an old man
library
talking classic comic shows or something like that. I don't know. I always come up with ideas. I think your biggest issue is that you never kind of follow through with that. It's just when you start something like that, you gotta follow through. Because like, no, dude, he started like long boxing randomly. Then it's just
I thought you were talking about me. I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh my god. I had his comment highlighted. It's fine. I probably should have specified, but no. Yeah, dude, you just gotta just if you want to make an idea work, think about this as an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Think of your ideas like, hey, can I make a lot of this work? And then think also, if I can't make a lot of it work, it's probably not a good idea to follow through because it's going to have an endpoint, which, I mean, if you're cool with having an endpoint, that's fine. But, just really make sure if you're thoroughly invested in doing something, because, when you start something up and then you just kind of stop doing it, because,
right.
You get people invested and then they're like, wait, why should I trust this guy on something else? We already didn't stop this. So just keep that in mind. If you really want to follow through with something, it is like sometimes I know you said you don't have time. It doesn't have to be like every day. Just have it once a week, dedicated time once a week. If that person can do it, that's it. You could do your show once a month. Honestly, really, I don't have enough hunger for that. I can't do a show once a month. There's too much we talk about here. That seems once a month, but some people only do things twice a week. You could have a show twice a week, like every 2 weeks, one episode. Not that bad, right? It was more important that I find a job, but you're white. You obviously would have a job. But I'll get back to regularly scheduled programming, computer convos on Tuesday, Thursday mornings now. That's awesome. Yeah. I had to get some life stuff done too. My life stuff is done. All
right. Sure.
But yeah, he wants to go bang his wife, obviously. Doesn't want to bang me. God damn it, man. What do I have that?
That's true. I'm going to go do that now.
So you're the opposite of Peter Parker. You don't have the love life.
No, I do have a love life.
Yeah. All right. Yes. So make sure you guys go and subscribe to Lap's Comics Fans YouTube channels, the main one and last panel. You guys will be on Friday for panel show. Okay. And your Tuesday show should be coming back
right in the next couple weeks.
Okay. And you have the stuff with Warren. Is the stuff with Warren pre-recorded or live streamed? I'm pretty sure it's pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded. Everything is going to be pre-recorded except for the Friday show.
Got you. All right. So thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show. We are now in the 500 episodes era where we need, good Lord, 499 more episodes to hit 1,000. And will we
you'll
get
have
there?
That done by like 2 weeks.
Fuck, I wish I could.
You wish you could do
400. Yeah.
million.
Based off of like having this other job and these other things going on, if we hit 600, I'll be fine with that. But the projections were to be at like 723 by the end of the year. There's no way that's happening now with how busy I am. So that's fine. I'm cool with it. I can still have the show pretty consistently. I'm still doing it with you guys. It's just going to be how I, manage it. Good Lord. Don't listen to this man. It's like the Joker thing. He's the Joker putting out narratives out there that people should believe, and they're not true. They're all myths.
But it's the whole TV thing is true.
MSK stole a satellite. That's a chair. It's a chair.
And that is a satellite dish connected to the bottom of a freaking fire
asshole.
pit.
Sure. Oh God. All right, so we'll see you guys later, and thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show, and we'll catch you